Welcome to the New York Now podcast, a modern wholesale market for retailers and specialty buyers seeking diversity and discovery. Gathering twice a year in America's design capital, New York City, it's where buyers and designers unearth a refreshed and dedicated collection of eclectic lifestyle products.
Hi, Kristi. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Amy, so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Okay, great. Let's dive in. So HFN recently recognized you with the well-deserving title of Woman of Influence because of your expertise in the tabletop, gift, and housewares industry. You've also been called a player by Homeworld Business as one of the people to watch, and you have so many more deserving accolades. But you also play a supportive role in the industry in the New York City community, serving on several boards, Gift for Life, Madison Square Park Conservancy, and the Flatiron Business Improvement District BID. You are truly an expert in your field, and you've accomplished so much in your career, more than 25 years at AmericasMart. And I have to say personally, I love that you were a buyer service coordinator and then steadily moved straight up to VP, growing sales and business relationships. You then moved to 41 Madison, which I know is very special to you. So please tell us why.
Yes, it's unbelievable that I was at AmericasMart for 25 years. I really did love, I say 99.% And I always said if I left AmericasMart, it would have to be for something very special. And so the opportunity with 41 Madison came along, and it was the perfect next step for me. And I also say that I grew up at AmericasMart, but with 41 Madison, it really has given me the opportunity to grow, especially in this environment. I'm learning every single day. So 41 Madison, as you said, it's a very special place. It's the premier place for tabletop product. We have over 200 brands in the building, and these brands are the most iconic in the world. The building sits, as you mentioned, on Madison Square Park, and it's in the Flatiron District, which is very appropriate since both the park and the Flatiron District are iconic within itself in the city, right?
Yeah.
So our building it's open year round. We welcome retailers, interior designers, hospitality professionals like chefs, restaurants, hotels, and we welcome them daily. We produce annually, and we participate in your show, the New York Now Gift Show, twice a year as well. 41 Madison is a community, and community means building relationships and business. And that's what makes the building special, our area. It's a very special place.
It is a very special place. I've been there many times myself, and I love walking the halls and visiting all of your brands and manufacturers there. I've had a great time in my past shopping at 41 Mad.
Yeah, people often say it's like coming home.
Oh, I love that.
You know?
So 41 Madison is a New York City destination for the tabletop industry, and so is New York Now. We've had a relationship that spans the years, mainly consisting of some of your famed showroom lines, also exhibiting at New York Now. But we've always been very collaborative and supportive of each other with marketing and making sure that our shared buyer community can easily access both 41 Madison and the Javits Center by offering shuttle buses during the market season. And then, as you mentioned before, for the last two markets, we've been so happy to have 41 Madison Pavilion, where you showcase some really well-known brands in the industry like Jaliska, Vietri, Match. So again, we're so excited for our first digital market. We have a 41 Madison Pavilion. At this time, it's different.
It is different because it is digital.
It is.
Definitely. And, I've always believed if all markets are successful, our industry, which is home, gift, and apparel, is strong. And that's what we all want. We want a strong industry. And home, gift, and apparel, they're all intertwined. And even more now than ever, creating lifestyle, everybody being at home. So for many, many years, as you mentioned, 41 Madison has partnered with the New York Now Gift Show. And you mentioned by sharing shuttle buses, we opened over the weekend. We have a information booth at the Javits Center as well. And we've had that for years. But 2 years ago, we decided to take it up a notch by creating a 41 Madison Pavilion at your show. And we felt that this would strengthen our community and promote New York. And that's what it's all about too, community and our city. Another reason 41 Madison participates in the pavilion is we do not offer temporaries at our tabletop show. So the building, it really isn't equipped for temp booths. So therefore, if a brand calls 41 Madison, whether it's house, and they say that they're looking for temp space, I'll recommend shows across the country. Because again, I want all the markets to be successful. But in particularly, I always recommend the New York Now show, and hopefully that company, it'll start at New York Now as a temp, and then it'll continue to grow, show over show. And then maybe it'll end up at our building, as a permanent showroom. And this to me is a true example about collaborating together and building community and culture. Your show also, it attracts many specialty retailers, which could be new customers to 41 Madison.
Absolutely.
Yep. We took the pavilion as a partnership, to create relationships and overall to build New York awareness, come to New York, visit us in the city. So we are, as you mentioned, we're partnering again, but it is virtual. So it's very different. However, we feel like that this will maximize our exposure for all of our brands in the building, and it allows us to get in front of retailers, interior designers attending your market, that may not visit 41 Madison. I also think that the platform New York Now chose, it's very informative, it's smart, it's easy to use.
Very easy to use.
It really is. So I'm very excited about our continued partnership.
Oh, well, so are we. And I so heartedly agree with everything you just said. It really is not just a hashtag. We are stronger together, and the industry really needs to pull together, and we need to continually align partnerships and alliances across different markets, across different showrooms, because we really are working for the same purpose, and that is to help whoever our customer is, buyer, seller, or both.
And I'm seeing more and more of that. Everybody collaborating.
Yes.
Oh, so let me add, you mentioned retailers. Retailers, some of the retailers that had extensive websites and possibly e-commerce options, had to accelerate into thinking very quickly and offer, more digital options, since most of their stores have been shut down. While consumer needs may not have necessarily changed, their shopping experience has been very different. And retailers had to react quickly to create the same result, which is for them to, to receive their products. Our industry, to me, it's all about connection, and it's human nature to want that personal connection. And then when you think about it, like problem solving, innovation, inspiration, collaboration, relationship building, mentoring, all of this happens when we connect in person. And I feel that some of the future for retail, or evolution for retail, they're the foundation of the country, and they create community, neighborhoods, residences, retail, work, food, play. But I do believe that retailers, they have to really be outstanding. Consumers, they have so many options right at their fingertips. So they have to stand out. So in order for them to be successful, they need to be unique, tell their story, but most importantly, they have to focus on the consumer.
Completely agreed. Great words. Thank you. It is so important and so vital. So I love hearing you talk about that. Really near and dear to my heart. I know how connected you are to the community. And I've talked to so many retailers who have made some very strong moves recently. And they've not only persevered, but they're coming back stronger. I know that you feel very passionate about this, that the field is just transforming, just like what we just spoke about. There are so many new tools and resources that we get to use now. You kind of just touched on this before, so it might be a little bit repetitive, but your view on trade shows and showrooms, both permanent and temporary, events, both live and digital. Let's dive in just a little bit further here on how you feel about that collaborative relationship.
Yeah, so, like New York Now and other markets across the US, actually the world, due to COVID, we've all accelerated deeper into this digital environment. And we've realized more than ever before the importance of multi-channel shows. Digital and physical, they support each other. And it's here to stay, most definitely. 41 Madison, we've had all of our protocols in place, and we've been accepting guests since late June, and it's worked out really well. People understand that they have to follow all the safety protocols. What's challenging about COVID, for me, is just the unknown, and it makes it so difficult, to plan. I mean, everything was and actually still is. It's changing, and it was changing day by day, hour by hour. So when we first started welcoming guests back at 41 Madison, we started planning the fall market. We expanded our dates to social distance. We spread out appointments. We wanted to coincide with your show and other events. So all of us had to be very nimble and react quickly by deciding on what's best, what's the best virtual platform for us. Fortunately, for 41 Madison, about a year and a half ago, we revamped our entire website. We had to have a little, some slight upgrades, but overall, it's worked really well. Right now we have, I'd say, probably approximately 20 showrooms that will open. I don't anticipate, a large number of retailers physically, but that's why we are offering the virtual component. Now,
absolutely.
And so when someone visits the building physically, they definitely will not see all the bells and whistles that we used to have at 41 Madison. We saved all the bells and whistles for our digital component of the show,
which is coming up very fast, October 13th through 20th.
It is, and we're prepared. We've actually been sending information out over the last couple of weeks, and as we wanted customers to have educational seminars actually addressing COVID, and future trends, consumer behaviors, but we also wanted it to be fun and interactive. So a couple of things I'll just tell you that we're doing because we're really excited. And this is all about partnering and collaborating. So we are partnering with Flower School New York, and they are doing a floral demonstration. But
I saw your Instagram post. I'll be signing up.
I know. I want to sign up for it. I'm very excited about it. But we took it a step further by partnering with Costa Nova. So Costa Nova is actually donating 20 vases. They're going to send them to the Flower School. And then we, 41 Madison, we're purchasing florals. And so the first 20 people that sign up, they'll get a vase mailed to them as well as a floral arrangement. So it's real interactive and fun. And then we decided, okay, what else could be very fun and interactive? And, it's a lot of what's been going on, which is mixology. So what we did was we have an influencer who has published a book recently. And so we're really excited because we're purchasing 40 of her books. So the first 40 people that sign up, we're going to ship them a book. But then Waterford, we partnered with Waterford, and they're going to mail the first 20 people that sign up like mixology glasses.
So I need to sign up right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sign up now. I think it just opened today, actually.
Oh!
Yeah, so we sent out our first workshop registration today. So sign up for that. But then we also wanted to address things that were important, like, Supper we're having a webinar with Supper Magazine. And, they're really going to talk about the hospitality industry because it's been hit really hard. So we're going to talk about that. And then one more thing I'd like to mention, because I am so excited, is we have a new restaurant opening in the building.
I know.
It's called Marks Off Madison. And he is the former chef of Fred's at Barney's in, I think it was LA, Chicago, and New York, I believe. Yep. And we're very excited because what this will do is he's going to offer, breakfast, lunch, dinner, barista bar, outdoor, indoor seating at certain capacities. But we're really excited about it because when someone visits the building physically, everything they need is right there on site. So we have a lot going on. We're very excited.
Well, that is really, everything is a lifestyle now. That's what I believe. That's what I hear you saying. That's what our community, our buyers and sellers are showing us. It's a lifestyle, everything. So it's not just segmented anymore. Eating, dining, entertaining, how we entertain, what we use to entertain, what our house looks like, what our house smells like, everything.
Yep, 100%. Lifestyle is the word home. So
Home, it really is. Well, I look forward to meeting you there soon, hopefully. I gotta say, Kristi, I love your keen focus on the digital and physical working together. And I just couldn't agree more that they work in tandem. It just sounds like you've taken an already elevated New York City showroom destination and you've just upped that ante even more by enhancing the selling abilities for your showcase lines, which really in return is also going to enhance the buyer experience through a very robust and interactive platform. We're all moving in this direction and just so appreciative of the magic that you're making happen at 41 Madison. Have we left anything out? Are there any final messages that you'd like to share with our listeners?
I feel like we've covered a lot, and I really do appreciate the opportunity to speak with you and the industry. I love the industry, and I believe in it very much. I've only been a New Yorker, and I guess I should say a Southern New Yorker for 3 years now. But I've been traveling to the city for over 25 years. Much of that time was visiting the New York Gift Show at that time, New York Now Show. At the Javits, yep. And so I did want to end it by saying that, to repeat the words from one of our co-chairmen in our company. He's been saying this a lot. He says, "Do not ever bet against New York because it always comes back and it always comes back stronger." And that is how I feel. I feel about our city. I feel about 41 Madison. It's how I feel about New York Now and all the trade shows across the world. We will be back. It's going to be different. That's for sure. But it'll be stronger and better than ever. So,
oh my gosh. Just gave me goosebumps. I agree. I love it.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see, what the future has to offer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Kristi, I really appreciate you taking time with us today. What is the best way for us to connect with you?
I would say visit 41madison.com. Visit the website. That's the best way to connect. And I wanted to thank you for having me. And I truly wish you so much success for your show, which is the first week in October. So.
Yep. It'll actually be happening live as we air this, so we'll be in it.
Wow. Oh, wow. Well, good luck very much.
Thank you very much. And I know that we will continue to cross paths. So I just appreciate your time today. And I wish you and 41 Madison the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the New York Now podcast. Make sure to tune in weekly for engaging and insightful conversations touching on the most relevant topics facing our community today. Visit NewYorkNow.com to learn more about our market and how you can join in on the conversation.